All right, happy day 30. Today was one of those teetering on the brink type days where I almost screwed stuff up. I almost didn't start my watch, and I almost shut the treadmill off when I stopped running, but I didn't. So I got in my 15, just a recovery run from yesterday. I also underdressed today because yesterday I was just crazy hot. As it happens, I got a heater for out here yesterday. Mary got me for my birthday a propane indoor heater, so that's pretty cool. It's a little, it takes the little green tanks, and of course, this is the first day that it's been fairly comfortable out here, and I haven't really felt like I've needed a heater, but it's nice to have. So, yeah, it's crappy outside, but we're inside. We're doing some treadmill, and that's about it. I mean, we're coming up on the end of the year, starting those New Year's resolutions. I've noticed a lot of stuff online, all over, Google News, because I always look at the news in the morning. I look at WMUR, which is a terrible channel, by the way. They do all these advertisements, these embedded video advertisements, banner advertisements, pop-up advertisements. You got to pick something and go with it. I mean, all the different ads, I get it. You're trying to generate ad revenue because that's how you keep your station alive, but it's kind of obnoxious. Anywho, on Google News, they're all about different diet options. Not as much about keto, but a lot about intermittent fasting. There was actually just a professional paper that was published on the benefits of intermittent fasting, and I've been doing it for a long time, and I'm definitely down with it. I think it's a great idea. But one of the things that one of the articles cautions against, and I think it's a great thing to point out, is when January 1st comes around, you can make changes. Don't just all of a sudden start doing intermittent fasting and be like, all right, bam, day one, I'm going to be on the schedule, because that doesn't work. What you need to do is kind of ease into it. So if you're looking for like a 16-hour fast and an 8-hour window of eating, what you need to basically do is, if you're a breakfast person, you need to start moving that back. If you have your breakfast first thing in the morning, 7 o'clock when you get up or whatever, move it back by half an hour or an hour, and continue to do that progressively. It's not going to be comfortable, but it's going to definitely make you more successful with the plan. But what you have to do is you have to make sure that you're taking those intervals deliberately, because sometimes a jump is going to be easy, sometimes it's not going to be easy, but you have to keep some structure to it. So you have to basically say, okay, after X number of days, I'm going to move my first meal out further. I'm going to make it 9 o'clock. I'm going to make it 9:30. I'm going to make it 10 o'clock. Jump a half an hour. Jump an hour. But don't just do it like all over the place, because that's not going to set you up for success. But find an interval that works for you. Stick with that. Find an amount of time that is going to go by before you change that interval, and go with that. And then before you know it, you're going to be all set. So my window, I think I've talked about it before, is 12 to 8. And, I hadn't been beating myself up. On vacation, kind of. I mean, I'm kind of still working as well. But for this, last week or two, I haven't really been following the schedule. And that's okay. You kind of need a break from things sometimes. And then when you start it new and you start it fresh, it'll actually be more effective, because you've given yourself an opportunity to move into a different type of fueling. And then it confuses your body again. When you get back into that intermittent fasting, your body's like, whoa, I'm not getting food regularly, so I'm going to have to make sure that I'm burning fuel the right way. And then the other thing that this one article in particular mentioned is you have to do it the right way. You can't just, okay, I'm going to fuel from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., and I'm going to eat whatever I want and snack in between and just have, however many calories. It doesn't matter. I don't need to worry about that. You need to worry about that. You still need to be putting quality food into your stomach. You still need to be looking at macronutrients. You still need to be staying away from artificial stuff, from processed stuff. Go with natural foods in their natural state as much as possible. The box foods, the convenience foods, the fast foods, they're cheap. They're easy to get. They're easy to consume. They're already basically prepackaged. All you got to do is unwrap, maybe heat it up, and then eat it. You're good to go. And they're tasty. That food is tasty, but real food is tasty too. Real food is very appetizing. Real food, once you begin to eat it, will taste better than the processed stuff. So you have to make sure that you're deliberate about using the right type of fuel when you're doing the intermittent fasting. So whatever you're doing, if it's keto, if it's a vegan diet, if it's intermittent fasting, if it's whatever, the 21-day fix or the 31-day jubilee or whatever the hell these diets are called, make it a lifestyle change. That's important. Make sure that it's not just a diet that you're doing for a finite period of time to reach a specific goal. Do something that's going to have some longevity to it. Do something that's going to be sustainable for a period of time, and then you'll be good to go. So whatever you decide to do is going to be right for you. And if it doesn't feel right, try something else. That's the nice thing about all these options that are out there. There are so many books and there are so many people that have done these things before that there's just a plethora of options. So do whatever and find what works for you, but keep doing it. And then you'll be successful in the long run. So happy day 30. We're nearly there. We're nearly at the end of the year. Hope you're thinking about your New Year's resolutions, but I hope you're also making some progress already. So keep doing what you're doing.